So far, you have learned that a delegate passes a job to another entity to handle. For example, Little Lemon was packed with customers last Sunday night. Jennifer feels less than ideal today and would like to delegate her primary duty to her friendly waitress colleague, Jane. With this scenario in mind, let's open an Xcode playground to view this in action. First, a brief overview of the starter code. Here, I have an employee protocol. Also, I have the waitress and cook struct instances where both value types conform to the employee protocol. After the type definitions, I initialize two waitresses, Jennifer and Jane, and a cook, Mario. For Jennifer to delegate her work, I'll add a delegate property to the waitress struct instance. I'll add a variable called primary duty delegate of type optional employee. I make the property optional because a waitress does not always want to delegate her primary duty. Next, I'll assign Jane as the primary duty delegate for Jennifer. At the bottom of the playground, I type jennifer.primaryDutyDelegate equal to Jane. Then, I'll call the executePrimaryDuty method on Jennifer and run the code. The console logs Jennifer brings delicious food to customers. This is not the expected behavior. Instead, the print statement should read, Jane brings delicious food to customers. I would like to pass the job on to the delegate. Even though I have assigned a delegate for Jennifer, I haven't instructed the delegate on handling the primary duty. In the body of the executePrimaryDuty method, I add an if-let statement to unwrap the primary duty delegate safely. Inside the if-let statement, I call the executePrimaryDuty method on the primary duty delegate. Then, on the following line, I type return. Great. Let's rerun the code. Upon calling the executePrimaryDuty method on Jennifer, the console logs Jane brings delicious food to customers. Now, what if I want to delegate the primary duty to Mario, who is the chef? I'll assign Mario as the delegate for Jennifer. Let's run the code. It's excellent that Mario cooks delicious food. However, I'm searching for a person to step into Jennifer's role of bringing, instead of cooking, delicious food. I can update the waitress executes primary duty method to make delegating the primary duty more flexible. First, I'll remove all the code except the print statement and the if-let statement inside the executes primary duty method. Instead of calling the executes primary duty method on the delegate, I'll use the name property of the delegate. Before the if-let statement, I declare a string constant called name. Within the if-let statement, I set name equal to the name of the primary duty delegate. Afterward, I add an else statement to the end of the if-let statement. Inside the else statement, I set the name constant equal to self.name. With the newly added code, I assign the name constant to the delegate if a delegate is available. Otherwise, I assign the name constant to the name of the waitress. Great. Let's rerun the code. Upon calling the executePrimaryDuty method on Jennifer, the console logs Mario brings delicious food to customers. In this video, you've learned how to use a delegate method and property to pass work to a different entity.